I'm in Siem Reap at the Angkor Botanical Garden, and we're going to look at some local Khmer medicinal plants here. There have been a lot of old friends here since I've been here in Thailand, but also in Cambodia, more in Thailand, but interesting that Thailand was especially notable because there were so many plants that also grow in Hawaii. They're weeds. They're not, they're not ornamentals or anything. Not things like bananas or papaya, but very common weeds in Hawaii are also very common in Thailand, and to a certain extent here also. There's a lot of the plants are very familiar. I believe this is Bauhinia. I think that's the genus of this. And I know it's medicinal. I think it might have some toxicity also, if I recall. And this is looking like some sort of arum. Not the kind of thing I would put in my mouth. And I'm imagining this to be either a morning glory or a nightshade. Has that five-sided tubular flower and kind of zigzag stems there. And down here we have an old friend. This is Mimosa pudica. These look like pineapples that they're growing. Oh, this I believe this is a Vernonia, which is an antimicrobial. I can double check that, but I'm pretty sure this is Vernonia. There's quite a bit of it here. And these are, I don't use these very much in Hawaii because they're a little hard to find. I usually don't find enough of them to use as medicine. Apparently I picked the right time to be in Cambodia. This is the cooler season. People here have been telling me that it's cold. It's not cold to me, and this looks like, Maili Hohono ageratum. I don't have much of a sense of smell, so I can't really taste it. I can't test it. I can't do a smell test, but I bet you that's an ageratum there. Yeah, this looks like a spermacosi, I'm guessing. And that could be a Ceta, some sort of Ceta species. This is a morning glory. And there's some more Wooddelia here. I think the new name for this is Phagneticola. And there is a whole lot of what looks to be ageratum. Probably not Cornuzoides. There's some, I think they're called Chinese violets. I can't remember the genus, the species name of that at the moment. If I have that right, those are edible, and this also I cannot remember the name of, but it is very medicinal and it grows in Hawaii. And this looks like an Amelia. I'm pretty sure that's an Amelia right there, which has pyrrolizidine alkaloids in it. It's liver toxic. I do have some very interesting books on Vietnamese and Lao herbs, medicinal herbs. Jeffrey Don gave me a book on Vietnamese herbs, which is quite really a wonderful, wonderful book, and he even included his notes on the Chinese uses of the herbs. And I just picked up a book on Lao medicinal plants, Laotian medicinal plants. There's a Ficus moraceae, that's in the mulberry family. You can see, it looks more like a Myrtaceae, but you can see some fruits on there. This place is really massive. There's not a lot of signage. Most of the trees are have signage, but most of the plants are not. And I don't even know. It might be that I'm just pointing out weeds that they don't even, are not even referring to as medicines. It's a lovely garden though, right in the middle of Siem Reap near Angkor Wat. There's our old friend, Morris Alba. Looks like there's a bunch of them back there. And that looks like coffee. And perhaps cacao here? Theobroma, yep. That's a cacao. They have it under Malvaceae. I don't think I knew that. I don't think I knew that cacao was Malvaceae. That might be mislabeled. And there's some Plumbago. The Hawaiians would use these Plumbago as a fixative for tattoos. They would use kukui nut ink, soot from the burning kukui nuts, and use that as the ink, and then they would use the Plumbago Zeylanica as a fixative to keep the tattoos from blurring and bleeding with age. This is not Tridex. I can't remember the name of this. I was actually researching this in Hawaii. I thought it might be edible, and a lot of sources listed it as edible, but then I dug a little deeper and found that it wasn't, but I'll think of the name. There is some kind of nightshade. It's really lovely. You can see the zigzag stem, the Solanaceae zigzag stem, and the little bell-shaped fruit pods. This is a Philanthus, which is a euphorbia. Emblica, I know that's a common medicinal plant. The uses are escaping me. Most euphorbs can cause diarrhea as an irritant, but this is definitely one of the biggest of the Philanthus genus that I've ever seen. And that is a very cool dragonfly or damselfly or something. Look at that. I think that is the end of the medicinal section, which is actually quite large. I'm going to go exploring more here and see what is up ahead. There is a Philanthus, and right next to it, right there, is a little Hotus, Iwashushisau, or a close relative. That is used for viral infections. There's another one here. I'm 95% sure that's a Hotus. Apparently the gentleman who is who knows Khmer medicine is also an expert in orchids. So I'm hoping to be able to spend some time with him. That looks like a dendrobium up there. Really nice presentation. There's a little misting coming through in this archway. This looks like a lithrum. This is a lithrum, which is used in Hawaii as a diuretic and for bladder issues and stuff like that. I'm not sure what species this is. And look at that. That's a hala. There is a pandanus right there by the creek bed here. Well, I am going to head back as my battery is getting a little bit low, and I'm also going to head back because my tuk tuk driver is waiting for me. I heard of a bunch of female tuk tuk drivers who are struggling here in Cambodia. They're trying to change gender norms and things, and they're taking it upon themselves to create their own income, and which is really remarkable. And you know, historically and culturally, in most cultures, when women have financial assets, there's much less likelihood of domestic violence. So I've been trying to support these group. The main woman's name is Chan Chan. She's really wonderful, and she has referred me. She's quite busy. She's a great tour guide, but she's referred me to a bunch of her Tuk Tuk drivers. So I've been using them, and one of them is waiting outside for me, so I don't want to make her wait too long. And look at that. There is some kind of gorgeous shell fungus. Look at that. Somebody will know what that is, perhaps. And we are back out to my tuk-tuk driver. Moi moi.